The ocean is an amazing part of Earth, but what many may not know is that beneath the ocean lies many amazing things ready to be discovered. And because of the unique conditions of the sea, things are preserved which may otherwise have deteriorated if they were on land. So today, we count down the 4 most astonishing discoveries that were made beneath the sea. Number 4. The Sea Monster Figurehead. In 2015, the terrifying figurehead of the 15th century Danish warship Gripsjøen was brought back up to the surface. The Gripsjøen, or grip dog, had been at the bottom of the Baltic Sea since 1495, and the figurehead adorning it displayed an image that no doubt struck fear in the hearts of the other sailors. It appears to be a sea monster bearing a dragon face and lion's ears, with a person being eaten in its crocodile-like mouth. It's unclear what grip dog means, but Gripsjøen was both the Danish word for a dog or hound and the mythical Greek griffon. The Gripsjøen served as a flagship of King Hans of Denmark's royal fleet until it caught fire off the coast of Sweden while King Han was trying to negotiate a political union between other Scandinavian countries. Since then, the wreckage has remained under the ocean, but its figurehead was brought back after divers managed to heave the massive artifact up from the depths. Number 3. The Ocilla River. When a sinkhole located near Florida's Ocilla River was examined in the past few years, the divers made extraordinary discoveries, evidence of human occupation well over 1,000 years earlier than previously thought. The same sinkhole had been examined on a few other occasions from 1983 to 1997, but the findings, mainly a mastodon tusk that had possible human-related cut marks, were too ambiguous to provide any real conclusions. However, from 2012 to 2014, remarkable artifacts were found that were undeniably human: stone tools, bone, and a biface, which is a sort of primitive human knife. It seems that the ancient people may have tried to scavenge a mastodon at the site, which was just a small pond at the time. All of these findings date back around 14,550 years, a good 1,000 years older than the Clovis people, the earliest provable inhabitants of North America. Number 2. The USS Conestoga. In 1921, a Navy tugboat, the USS Conestoga, disappeared without a trace after setting sail from San Francisco. After an extensive search for the boat using air and sea resources, all that could be found was an overturned lifeboat marked C that had drifted hundreds of miles off course. In 2016, the 95-year-old mystery was finally solved. In 2009, the NOAA Office of Coastal Survey discovered an unidentified shipwreck in the sharp rocks of the Farallon Islands. But it wasn't until 2015 that underwater remotely operated cameras managed to get a good view of the wreckage. The distinctive propeller and deck-mounted gun matched only one other vessel, the USS Conestoga. It seems that the tugboat encountered rough waters and sank while the crew was trying to steer it to a cove in the Farallons. Number 1. The Oklahoma Lake. In September of 2013, police divers testing new sonar equipment in an Oklahoma lake discovered 2 cars that had been underwater for over 40 years. The police initially came to the conclusion that the cars had been stolen and simply dumped in the lake. When the cars were opened, a darker and more mysterious reason for their presence came to light. Each car held 3 skeletons. The bodies inside one of the cars, a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, are believed to belong to 3 teenagers who were last seen over 40 years ago. Jimmy Allen Williams, 16, who owned the car, and his 18-year-old friends Thomas Michael Rios and Leah Gale Johnson. They had supposedly been heading to a football game the night they disappeared. The second car, a 1950s Chevrolet, is believed to have the bodies of 3 missing adults who were also last seen over 40 years ago. Nora Duncan, 58, her friend Alvy Porter, 69, and their friend Cleburne Hammock. It will take a few years for forensic experts to identify the skeletons with complete certainty, but after 40 years, the find gives tantalizing hope for closure to the families of those missing. So that's it for today's video. As always, thank you so much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to tune in again tomorrow for another brand new episode.